Let's wait for Yash.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yes, I will connect from my laptop.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Is that my audio clear? Hello.
Let's just wait for a while. Yash is joining in 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
So today we'll just go over like how we are supposed to get clients and stuff like that. So we'll just start out with
Okay.
I have a blueprint for like everyone. I'll be sharing everything to you guys via mail on the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
You guys could just
Okay.
download it. Also, I'll be sharing you pre-made chatbot templates, so you could just copy paste and show them to your clients. So that you have like an easy journey. Like the client knows this guy knows how to build and stuff like that. And then after that, you could ask the client, I need 1 to 2 weeks. You can build it in that phase, and then just give it to him.
Okay. That will be great.
So I've got everything like ready made for you guys. All you have to do is just get the client, copy paste it, and it's easy.
Okay. That will be great.
And being honest, I mean, if I knew this, this would have taken me almost the time that it took me to get here. it would have been drastically reduced.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm just more than excited to help you guys on your journey.
Okay. That will be a great support from you also. For
Mhm.
us, how long it will be take for onboarding? So kind of once if we are get into the chatbot and the voice AI agent. After that, what is the process like?
So first, I mean, we must know what we are selling. So we must know how to build what we are selling. Because if we don't have a product, we are not selling anything. It's just it doesn't make sense because we don't even have a product to sell. First, we'll just understand how to build a product. Then I'll tell you the outreach methods. So you could use LinkedIn, you could use Instagram. Instagram is not the best one, but you could use Instagram. You could use WhatsApp. You could use School. As you see, I don't know if you're on School community, but I am on like
Yeah.
Liam's. Yeah. So
Yeah, Liam Motley. I am also in that the community and I will be active from last like 2 3 weeks.
mhm.
So I will
So I
be
mean, you must see like I usually post
yeah.
free this, free that. So that also helps me to get a lot of clients. So it's
Okay.
basically it's fairly simple. You have to be consistent. You have to post something good every day. So you could just take my systems, because my posts they go down. So after a while, no one watches my post because like it's overshadowed by the new post. So you could use the same system that I just gave them. You could just use my
Okay.
funnel. You could just create a Google form that I want your name, I want your email, then I'll give you the system. And at the end there would be a Google Drive link. And you just get the name, you just get the phone number. You could just call these guys. You could just text them, "Hi, do you have an AI requirement?" Stuff like that. And that's more than enough. And yeah, I mean that would just be good. I think I got a message. Okay, I think it would be a while. It would take a while for Yash to join. Actually, this meeting is recorded, so I mean it's not a problem. I'll just share it to him.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's start. I'll just share my
Yeah.
screen. Start. Okay, so I hope you could see the screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the framework. So the automation customer journey. So first of all, I mean, we have to understand what the customer needs. What you're trying to sell here. Because again, I mean, as I told you, if you have nothing to sell, then it's not a business. It's just a hobby. Because the
Okay.
customer, it will never be. It's just like a random hobby, and it won't earn money. But our end goal is to get like just to get 1K, 2K a month, and just like quit our job and start a full-fledged company. For that,
Okay.
I mean, there's a feedback loop. So first we have to understand what the customer wants. So what problem does our AI system solve? That's the first question that we must ask. Because whenever we're on a sales call, that's the most important weapon. Because if a person cannot get enough leads, you can say, you know what, my AI chatbot will generate a lot of leads for your business, and I think you need my chatbot because the ROI is far more. So if I give this for you for $100 and this generates you almost $1,000, $1,000 in revenue over the year, then it's a great investment because it's just one time fee. And so that way you have to understand the pain point of the customer. So maybe for big companies, they don't have enough manpower to do customer support and stuff. In that case, we'll say, you know what, our AI system can do that easily and don't even have to like spend a cent. Like it's much cheaper than a human customer support representative, which is like obvious because these it used to be that there were specifically chat-based assistants. No, we have those call centers, and then we have like those people that are behind the keyboard who help them inside a chat box. Now they are just all gone. I mean, it's just reduced by 90%. Only 10% of the chat assistants they are there. Just 90% they are gone because AI came.
Yeah.
So that way they could save a lot of money. And that's what we have to explain to them. So whenever let's just say I'm selling to you something, I just tell you, you know what, Manoj, you have a great company. Yes, she's here. Welcome, Yash. We have just started, so I hope you didn't miss much. I'll send you the recording. So, anyways, let's continue. So, if I had to sell you something, it would be as simple as I just need to know your pain point. And how do you ask that? So, let's imagine you are the expert, okay? In any sales call that you enter, you are the expert. So am I. So, there's this expert frame. Let's just say there's a doctor. So the doctor, like again, when you go to a doctor, he asks you, okay, what's the problem? Is the pain here? Is the pain here? Is the pain here? And then Based off that, you you answer, okay, you know what, I think there's a bit of pain here. And then the doctor is like, okay, so what did you eat? Is there any rashes, something like that? So doctor analyzes your problem. And you cannot question doctor. You cannot say, you know what, I don't think you are like let's just say that a doctor comes around and you just say, you know what, I think you're just a fluff. You don't know what you're doing. The doctor, if he's a good doctor, he wouldn't get angry. He wouldn't be like, oh, you don't know anything like that. He'd be like, you know what, if you don't want my services, you could go. But I know what I'm doing. So that's the expert frame. So whenever you're on a sales call, you should always present yourself as an expert. And you know what? I know what I'm doing. You know what you're doing. You know business. I know AI. Listen to me. Else, in the future when AI comes, your business will just. That's what you have to tell them. And that's like the basic framework of sales. So it's like whenever you are going to the call, you're the expert. You start by asking the problem. That what is the problem in a business right now? Do you think there's you're not getting enough revenue? Are you spending a lot of money on customer support, stuff like that? That's the first question that you must ask. Then you ask them more questions, and then in the end you say, you know what, my system, it could solve all the problems. Because it's mostly customer support. It's mostly that they pay the clients, they pay their employees a lot. You could say that if a VA or if a call center guy gets paid 10,000 rupees in India. Again, in Western nations, the call center guy gets paid 10,000. I think, yeah, 10,000 $5,000 per month, which is almost, I say, 4 lakh. He's just a call center guy, but still he gets paid that much. So imagine you go there and say, you know what, I'll do the same. Like he just asks questions and solves a customer's problem. I'll do this for $500. Like they'll just say, you know what, take my money, because you are just giving them such a great solution that it's worth the money. Like in the long run, it's going to save them almost what's 5 into 12. I mean, yeah, it's just going to save them $60,000.
Hey,
So imagine that. So that's just like that's how you should start with the sales. And now we have the lead generation part. So again, these are the few, I'd say, funnels. This is are the few channels of lead generation. We have referrals. Let's just say that you have a friend who has a business. So what you could do is you could do again to get your first client. The first client you would need to get, it should be free, or you could just charge him a bit. You could say, you know what, at the platform fees there will be $100. You have to pay me $100. It would be a one-time fee. It would cost you anything. It would be a one-time fee. That's all. And then you have to get your first client. You have to do such a great work with the first client that he's going to be like, you know what, I know this guy. I know Manoj. He does some great chatbots, and if you want a chatbot, you should go to him. That's referrals in a nutshell. Then we have communities. Now, I know you have been following me on the Lian's communities, the school community, and this is where the communities part come in, because I provide free value to these guys. Then some random foreigner comes in my DMs and says, you know what, Raj, I need this build. How much would it cost? That's the communities part. Then we have cold emails. So you could use a Gmail address to send out cold emails to people. Just people have their emails on Instagram page or on LinkedIn pages. So if you go to the LinkedIn profile, you could see the email. On Instagram sometimes, or on Facebook sometimes you could see the email. All you have to do is check the email, write them a mail that, you know what, I think I could help your business save 90% or like double the revenue, because you have to promise them once they open the email, you could get them on a call, and then you can explain to them like, you know what, on the long run it will double your revenue, but it will happen in next month. That's how you have to do. Like that's how you have to start. But for the cold email subject line, it could be. Um, how to double your revenue with AI, something like that. And then the person's gonna click on it, it's gonna read everything, and it's gonna come out. So that's cold email in a nutshell. Then we have platform sales. So this is more of a funnel thing. So you just get a guy to click on something, he goes through a funnel where he submits everything, his details that I do on school. I use forms, Google Forms to get the information, and that's the platform sales in a nutshell. Then we have LinkedIn outreach. It's pretty self-explanatory. On LinkedIn, you have to find CEOs, CFOs, directors, I'd say high level officials of a company, and then you have to simply just type them out an email or type them out a message or DM that, you know what, I think my AI services would help the business a lot. So that's LinkedIn outreach in a nutshell. Then we have inbound social. So this one is a bit more complex. It's a bit more time taking. Here, what you have to do is you have to create content. Like, Liam Motley, he creates content and stuff like that. You have to do that, and then on the long run, let's say in a frame of 2 to 3 months, you might get some clients with this. So this is like the best approach, but it takes a lot of time. So we have LinkedIn sales, LinkedIn outreach, cold email, communities, references, platform sales. These are like the five quick, quick money ways. On communities, you can go on school and say, you know what, I'm building a free chatbot and it could double your revenue. That's all you have to say. When the person comes on the call, you explain it to him and you just get a first client. It's as simple as that. So then we have the funnel. So if the meeting gets booked, what next? So if the person shows sales meeting occurs and stuff like that, if the person does not show up, which is a common problem. If you once you will grow into business, it's a common problem. People book the call, but they do not come on the call, which is a problem. So you do a follow up, rebook the call. If the person does not show up, you call, follow up again. Because like you could follow up to 3 times, and then after that you just have to leave the guy because you got some dignity. You know that this guy's not going to show up. He's going to take a lot of time, stuff like that. So you just don't do it. Then if the person shows up, there are three options. Either he's not a fit ever, which means he's just anti AI. So you just never contact the person again. If the person says, you know what, I don't think I need AI right now, you wait 30 days at least and then follow up. Then if the person is like, okay, I need AI, you just move forward, you send a detailed proposal, and if the person signs it, again, there's this problem where you send the proposal. It has happened with me. So I send the proposal, but the person does not even sign it. So then you have to just, you have to resend it. You should say, you know what, I send you the proposal. Is there any problem? Do you think that I should decrease the cost, stuff like that? And then resend it. That's like this is the basic framework to like this is the meeting sales framework being like simplified. Then we have it's signed and paid. So once the person gets on a call, once he signed a contract and has paid you what he has promised, you do a kickoff call, which is just like a welcome call. That, hello guys, this project will start with like this stuff like that. This is more of I'd say this part is more of an advanced part because we are not doing like a large scale project. But yeah, if we were to do a large scale project, it would be that create an entry in agency project manager. It could be GHL, it could be whatever white labeling tool you use, it could be that. Then you fulfill the project, and then when the person is like, you know what, I think you need to change it here. You do revisions and you do the same cycle again until and unless he is happy, which is like he's satisfied. He says, you know what, perfect. There's no need for revision. Then the market has completed, and then there's this payment shit where like the person does not pay on time, he does not pay up, stuff like that. So that's just like that's one of the few ways like you have to just message him again and again and again that you know what, pay me, collect the payment list, stuff like that, and send templated message to. So this is like once you have delivered your work, you could ask him like, you know what, if you could refer me to some of my friends, it would be so good. It would be so good for my business, and yeah, or you could just ask them as a favor, and they most probably will. And the client doesn't accept, then like you could just ask this again in 30 days. Like, remember me? I'm Shreyas. I did this chatbot for you, and should I or can you just recommend me to some of your friends and like that? And like that's like this is the way to go. This is a basic framework that you should use. Then we have a roadmap to 25K a month with automation. So how to understand the journey of customer going towards the best distribution of automation. So yeah, this is just like before you start the company, you have to go through all these processes. The first one is outline a niche using niche discovery sheet. Now it's not compulsory. Personally, I did not do it myself. The reason being that I just service any client that comes to me. So if a cosmetic brand says Raj, I need a AI chatbot, I'll do it. If a consultation company says, you know what, Raj, I need an AI caller, I'll do it. So I don't have a particular niche, but having a niche allows you to charge higher prices. Now that's a story for another day. But if you do not do this, it's completely fine. Then it's the same. Like you need to come up with a business name. For me, it's RapidX AI, then like you have to just be quick in this. You cannot take 2 days, 3 days to find a name. It's not like you're not naming a kid. You're just naming a business. And once you work on the business, the name's gonna build itself. So it could be a silly name. It could be random silly name. But if you work on that business, then the name it's gonna it's just gonna get a good reputation because of the work you do. So it's not the name. It's the work you do. So verify the domain name has not been taken. So yeah, this is a great problem. When I went for RapidX, it was not like RapidX, it was not there. So I had to choose rapid-xai.com. So that's the case with me. So you have to ensure that this does not happen with you. If you choose a business name, let's just say Zentech, something like that. Like not something very common, but like you could just use the initials of a name, and you could start a like mr.ai, something like that. So you could use the initials of a name and make a company name. It doesn't actually really matter that much. Then you have to build case studies of portfolio. Yeah, so you have to build 5 case studies. Now this is where like it starts from. So you need to get a client. Now to get a client, you could get a client for free, and then you could just help him out. You could say like you could get their video testimonial, you could get their text testimonial, and you could just post it on the website. You would need a domain for that, so you would need to buy a website from GoDaddy or somewhere there, and then you just import it into Hostinger, and then it's like the cheapest option, which is buy a domain from GoDaddy for a year, export it into Hostinger, import it into Hostinger, build a website, and then put up case studies of your clients on that website. That's that's a protocol that I used personally, and I did almost 3 clients for free. So yeah, it was one, two, three. I did 3 clients for free. What I did was I asked them. I say, you know what, the tools they cost me something, so please pay $50, please pay me $100, like that. And then they just simply paid it. So that's like that was a great one because I didn't actually use the tools. The tools are effectively free. The website didn't have enough, I'd say, volume that I need to buy a paid subscription of voice flow. So I just did it for free, and then I put the money that came, it went into my pocket. So that's like the basic framework. You tell them I'll do the work for free. Then you say, you know what, I think the quality of work might not be the same if you just paid me $50. Because for these guys, $50, it's like pennies. It's like 50 rupees or 100 rupees in India. That's like $50 to them. So they would just like be like, okay, like have it, man. They don't care that much. So yeah, that's one of the few. That's one of the startings. Then I build a five. Okay, so this is like I discussed this one. Now buy main domains, and so this one is like an optional step. So we could do this when you get a few clients, because this is gonna be expensive. So I have spent for my agency, I spent almost $500 for this email marketing campaign, which brings you a lot of clients, but it's for the later stages. Once you have the capital set up from the AI agency, you could invest into this. So this is not something that we should do. And then this is like create a website, publish a website. You could do this, and then yeah, so this is also a good nice to have stuff, which is a work email. So let's just say that you name the website something like mkai, and then you just said manoj at that mkai. So that's going to be a work email. You could use that. And using Google Workspace, you could use hosting, but that's far cheaper and that's better. So yeah, getting a smartly subscription. This is also not compulsory. So all these two, they're just like expensive. So we'll not go into that. We'll just like focus on how we make the first dollar or make the first $100. So then we could create a Upwork profile, and you could create a Upwork profile. But personally, I do not like Upwork, just because of the fact that it's just like bottom feeders. It's just who could do the do the do the most work at the cheapest, which is not something that we want. You have to aim for quality. We could say, you know what, we're like most expensive, but we do the best work in the market. You want us, or you want that cheap guy? So they're gonna, if they have the finances, they'll say, you know what, I don't care about the money. I need good work, so I'll choose you. And yeah, that's how you do. And then yeah, find 3 communities. So I chose school, Iliam's community. You know that. I also post regularly on LinkedIn, and I also post regularly on Facebook. So these are the 3 communities that I used to build my personal brand. You could say a personal brand to give out free value, stuff like that. And yeah, so this is that. We have set up a CRM on ClickUp Monday alternative. So yeah, this CRM, this is not required because we will not have a lot of transactions in a first month. But yeah, I mean, you could set up a CRM, but it would be $100, $200. It's just good, nice to have it to record everything that you get or that you get paid for. And then create a proposal template. So this proposal template is, I'd say this is very important. Even if you don't have a client right now, you will get a client eventually. And if it's a low ticket client, they would not ask you to pay. They would not ask for a proposal template for $100, $200. But if the client is like it's a big giant, it's like a 1K, $2K project. In that case, you might need to create a proposal template. Let's like set up Stripe. You could use PayPal. You could use Razorpay. It depends, but yeah, you could use all of these payment processes to get paid. Set up daily calendar reminders. I mean, This is just a system to ensure that you post regularly on these three defined I say three defined communities. So you have to post on them regularly, and it's just consistency. If you're consistent, then you're gonna get clients through them easily. So the only priority is sales. So yeah, I mean, it should take less than 2 hours a day. All you have to do is just post, check for emails, check for like comments under your post and stuff like that. You have to engage with the comments. So when these guys comment, you could go into the DMs. You could say, you know what, I could help you grow your AI agents and stuff like that. Or you could just say, you know what, it would take less than I would sell you this AI automation chatbot for $50. So you could just try to upsell these guys. The worst they could say is no. So we don't have to be afraid of that. Then we have after the first customer, one time commission project. So yeah, I think this is like good to do stuff. I don't do it that much, but it's like you have to track how much time it takes for you to complete a project. Which on the safer side, you should always ask for a week of time to these clients, just because it is better to have that much of time frame, so that you don't have to hurry up and do bad work. You have to do the best work. So if you ask for more time, that's completely fine. You just ask for the upfront fee. You could say, you know what, I think I'm gonna need $100 to build this thing out. It's gonna be a one-time fee. You don't have to pay me again. So just pay me that much, and they'll happily pay you that much. It's not a big problem. And yeah, it's like on a higher level, once you get more proficient with AI, people hire you for hourly charges. That Raj, I need your help. I need 1 hour of your time to look into this, and they just pay you by your time, which is a great thing to have. And yeah, set up like project management system. So you could use Slack, because you could use similar platforms. But yeah, and scale customer acquisition until 10K revenue. So this is like you have to again, like till you get 10K. If you just get a few clients, you have to ensure that you get this system, which is the cold email system, because that's going to land you a lot of clients. After that, you have to do the same until you reach 10K revenue a month, which is a lot. It's like 8 lakh rupees per month. And then after that, you have to optimize sales funnels. You have to ensure that the system is as smooth as possible, and you're not losing onto money anywhere. Because once you get to 8 lakh a month, you're gonna have a huge team. You're gonna have a lot of people who are working with you, stuff like that. And for that reasons, you have to ensure that everything is optimized to the bit, to the tiniest bit. And then, yeah, I mean, until 25K revenue, I mean, you might need to do slight changes. You might need to hire more people, but that's all until 25K revenue, which is 16 lakhs per month, 16 lakhs, 20 lakhs per month. So yeah, this was all. And this is, I'd say, this was like the whole template in a nutshell. I'd be giving you guys this template, and you guys could have a look at it. And any questions?
Yes, yes. So, how much do you cost for that? The premium for that voice flow and other tools. So, do you ask from the customer, or you itself have that premium version?
So I ask from the customer, because again, you cannot do it for free. You have to say, you know what, just pay me $50, just pay me $100, and it would be
Okay.
forever. So again, being honest, you could do everything on the free version, and I mean, they would not even need the paid version, because it's pretty straightforward. It's just let me just check. So I'm on the free version right now. As you can see, I only have two chatbots, and yeah, I mean, I don't need the paid version for most of my clients. So yeah, it's just good to have, but you just tell them that, you know what, it costs me $50, pay me that much. So they would
Okay.
pay you, man, because it's a great. You're helping them a lot already.
Okay, as you mentioned before that there is a five kind of the lead generation from the media, social media and other platform, where you get the first client and where it's coming the customers.
So
So,
I got my first client from school. I went on
uh,
school. I said, you know what, I'll do your work for free. And then there was this guy. He came up to my DMs. He came up to my WhatsApp and said, Raj, do it for free. I did
uh,
it for free. I said, you know what, I will do it for free, but it's going to cost me $50 because there are paid subscriptions. And he was like, okay, man. He was like, whatever, take the $50. So I took the $50, and that's how I started off. Then
Oh, you
I
use that $50 for your
yeah,
thing, and
in
you.
the pocket.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it,
So
got it.
then I next time I charged, I said, you know what, I need $100. Because like for them it's pennies. They're like, okay, if you build me that, you can have it. So I just complete the bill. They send me
Okay.
$100, and that's more. That's 8,000 more. Then for the next client, I said, you know what? I'm going to need $150. I just increase the price slightly, bump up the price by $50 every client until like I reached $800. Where I was like, you know what? I'm going to charge you service fees because I'm an expert. I value my time. My time is money, so you have to charge me. And then
Okay.
that's how you start. But for the first couple of clients, you could just get them for free, get them on a call, tell them that I will charge you. Just tell them that you know what, just if you want a good quality product, if you want that the chatbot never stops working, just pay me $50, and then they would be more than happy to pay you. And first of all, I'd say set up a PayPal account ASAP. Being the reason that it takes a time, it takes 2 to 3 days to
Okay, you you do a paperwork for $50, $100 clients, or you just go with the flow, even if it is $150 client. So the paperwork is important for this kind of client also.
I didn't get the question. Could you just speak a bit louder?
No, no, no. I mean, I'm talking about the paperwork, as you mentioned, as soon as possible, right? So for $50 client and $100 client, you are creating the paperwork, or I mean, the saw and signing. What is the process for these clients? $50, $100 clients.
You just take the money. They just give you the money. There's no process. Because
No process.
yeah, you
Okay.
just give them the PayPal invoice. You say, you know what, pay me this much, and they just pay you. They don't care. So it's just so cheap for them. It's like $50. It doesn't matter. So
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, and that's
Yes.
that's how I got my first client. So what I think you should do to get a first client is go on school right now after this call is done and say, you know what, I'll build you guys a free chatbot, right in a, I'd say in a more aggressive tone, that everyone is doing bad work, but I think I do the best. I could show you my first post. Let me check if it's still available on school. I showed my first post. It was like this. I was just like angry. I said everyone is doing bad work. I'll do the best work for free. And like I think there were almost 20, 30 people and below my post. They were all like Raj, DM me, Raj contact me. So I'm like I was more than happy. Just see. It's been a while, but yeah, I mean, great journey, man. Check. I've made so many posts. I don't even remember at this point.
Okay.
Let me just check. Hiring, hiring, hiring. Another thing you could do is go below the hiring post. Let's just say that anyone has a like said that we are hiring. Could just go under the post because say, you know what, I could do this. I could do this for free. And then sometimes there's a thin chance that they might call you. But most of the time they don't, because you are the one who's asking for the opportunity, and
Okay.
if you do the post, you are the one who is giving the service. So there's a difference. You are the more dominant person in that.
Okay.
If you go in the
Okay.
DMs and ask them to give me a chance, they won't give you a chance. But like if you do the opposite, you let the person come to your post and say, okay, do my work. So that's like a different scenario. You are the one who's in power.
Okay.
So you know what? I'll do it for you. That's a better way, I'd say. And yeah, I mean, it's a great way to start. And for my website, I'll show you my website too. So you guys just get a sense of what I'm talking about here. So your website should have a clear, I'd say, a clear headline, a clear CTA. Just disconnect my Bluetooth. Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes.
Okay, so your website should have a clear CTA. So it's like standard for a business. Now again, it's like a creative headline. So I use this, and then it should have like a VS, which is what are your services. So this is my voice agent services that I put here. Then you do business, we do AI. So you have to explain to them like why should they choose you. And I just simply said, you know what, you do what you're good at. You do your business, you do everything like that. We do AI because we know what we're doing. That's how I started, and then you have the world is changing fast, as you just said, and Mr. Pelly. So it's like more of a fear shit. Like you just have to make them scared. Oh shit, AI is coming. I must use AI, and that's like this is what this sentence means. In short, catch up or left behind races on. Services are best and the confidence back behind money back guarantee. Now this, you know, being honest, no one actually says, you know what, Manoj, give me my money back. Because they know that you have did a lot of work. And that they're not that scumbag. I mean, people are
Okay.
other, but they're not that bad to say that, you know what, I want penny back. They could be like, okay, you know what, again, it was $50, man. I mean, I don't care. That's like, I make that every like minute, every day or something like that. So they just don't
Okay.
care. So it's a great thing to say when you could say 100 back, 100 for money back. So they trust you. At the same time, they are ethically bound. They could say, you know what, this guy worked so hard. I cannot ask him for the money back. Like imagine you had to ask someone your money back. Like that would be a weird situation to be in. So
Okay.
people don't usually ask for money back, and then there's like results speak for themselves. Just again, this is just like I say for the formalities, even though this is not required, I just put it here. And then still hesitant, then I just put my discovery call link. And yeah, it's a Calendly link. So you could just, book a call, something like that. And I mean, yeah, it is a great one here. And the service offered to grow your service business. So again, a website is important because your chatbot, this chatbot, is on your website. So if you build a chatbot for yourself, then it gives them confidence that this guy could build a chatbot. If he built one for himself, he could build one for others as well. So this is my chatbot, and like yeah, we have it here. And this is like in a nutshell, it just shows that you are competent, you know what you're doing. You got that, and then this is just a few clients that I use. You know what? I'd say pick random logos from the internet, paste it here. No one's gonna come to you and say, you know what, Manoj, show me the proof that you work for this client. They're rather gonna be like, you know what? Okay, I mean, you may work, you might have worked, you have to work for me right now. So this is what they don't actually care. Like grab some random logos from the internet and just paste it here. That's what I did for my first. I did for my first month. Like I just like bought random logos. I could say company logos. And I might just say, okay, this one looks good, or something like that. Okay. So this is like I'll just show you like some real. Okay, so this one looks good, something like that. Or you know what?
Okay.
I like this one. So you just take that, you just put it in here, and no one's gonna check, man. So it's
Okay.
simple. And this is just like some testimonials, which is, I mean, yeah, only one of them is real. So this is the only real one. These are just the fake ones, just increase credibility and stuff like that. And these are just like testimonials and stuff like that. So I could also add 100% free resources because then people have a reason to visit your website. If they don't want to book a call, why would they visit your website? You go to Amazon to buy stuff. So they would come to you to get the free stuff and all that. That's just like the analogy that if I could use. This is the importance of a website. So if you have a website, this is the importance. And then you could just show off your AI cold call or stuff like that. I don't think you could hear it here, so I will not activate it. But yeah, I mean, if you go here, you have this team testimonials, AI cold callers. If I go into testimonials, we have like a 3 to 4 videos, which like everyone just it just instills confidence. It's like okay, this guy is competent because other people are being honest. All you could say that Mr. Client, I'm doing this for free. All I want is a video of you talking good about me. And you don't have to tell the client, you don't have to tell your next client that I did this for free. You could say, you know what, I charged this guy $500 and he still gave me a testimonial, even though he didn't have to. That's like,
Okay.
that's just being street smart. So
Okay.
you don't even have to tell them that you did it for free. They don't care. But they say testimonial, they'll be like, okay, I mean, these people, if they say this guy is good, this guy could be good. Because it's more like, I'd say, I mean, yeah, that's the best analogy that I could give you. So yeah, this is it, and I think you could get a website. So I personally prefer Durable. It's a durable dot yeah, it's a durable dot com like that. It's durable.co. So you just get a website from here. That's where I made my website. It costs you around $12 per month, and if you have a website, it builds credibility. So when you have a website, people are going to be like, okay, so where's the portfolio? Where's the website? So it's like a great way to redirect the person to say, you know what, I'm a real person. I'm a genuine agency and stuff like that. So that's how you could do. And yeah, now I'll just tell you the chatbots and stuff like that. So we have 2 platforms. We have actually 3 platforms, but the third one, okay, I'll just show you all the 3. So this is WordPress. We have WordPress, we have VoiceFlow, and we also have ManyChat.
Okay. These are all you using for free versions, right? Or paid one.
Yeah, we could use voice flow and bot this for free. We cannot use ManyChat for free. That's a problem. But
Yes.
I mean that's not a problem in the long run because ManyChat it's mostly for Instagram and stuff like that. So you could just post your chatbot on the website, and if anyone DMs me, chatbot's gonna auto respond. It's gonna say, you know what, hello Raj is busy, talk to me, something like that, and it just I'd say the prospect it does not lose interest. You just get instant reply. You just get instant attention. That okay, there's someone there that is caring about me, something like that. So if I just reply that person 4 hours later, he's gonna be pissed off. He's gonna okay, but like you don't care about your customers, something like that. So you could use ManyChat in that case, but I don't personally use ManyChat. I use it for like complex projects, but yeah, I mean okay. So this is voice flow. You'll get a 14-day trial, a pro trial for 14 days and stuff like that. So you could use that. And yeah, I mean, this is like the basic interface. Now you go to new agent here. Okay, I need to upgrade it. Okay, shit. So I'll just delete one agent. On a free trial, you can only host.
Only two,
Mhm.
two. So if you are hosting a trial version, only two agents we can pay. So that's what it is.
Yeah, but then you will create multiple Gmail accounts. I have 100 Gmail accounts, so it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
I'll just see it. I'll just this thing hangs. Anyway, so you could only have two agents. So what you could do is you could create a separate Gmail for your one client, and then you could just deploy all the bots on that particular Gmail. So if I were to create a new agent, I'd say agent name test. I'll just give it my website name. So it's fetch data. And we're creating the agent. So it's gonna import anything as a database from my website, like my name, founder, CEO, stuff like that, and it's just gonna paste it here. So when I ask the chatbot about it, it would answer. There are a few notes. There are a few I'd say a few things that we need to know in the chatbot. So when we go in here, so this is a knowledge base. Knowledge base is simply I'd say where the AI could answer questions from. So it has this AI that this has rapidax.com as knowledge base. So it has all the data from the knowledge base. So you can see blog assistant stuff like that, and yeah, I mean it's all the raw text, but it doesn't actually matter because AI knows how to find things from that. So I'll just delete all of this because we don't need this at all. You only need one workflow, and it's better to work with a single workflow because when you edit here, you have to change constantly. It's not the most efficient way to work. You got this. I'll just delete this. Let's delete this. Hi there, I'm new. Okay, so we delete this too. So then I'll just give you guys a quick rundown of WordPress. So we have these AI blocks which uses AI to give a response. We have this talk box or the talk widget, and we have a few I'd say response nodes. So this node would give you a message. This node would give you a prompt. This is an image, so you could just respond as an image, and then you also got cards and carousel. Carousel is like a dynamic, you could say, to showcase multiple products. This could be used. Then we have to
For
listen.
e-commerce.
Mhm.
For e-commerce.
Yep, exactly. So okay, login. Okay, anyways, yeah. Then we got a button. We got cat choices. Now choice is something that is a problem. Like I've used choices. I don't prefer to use choices because the problem is that AI misinterprets a choice. If I said I need food, so if there were two options that like veg, non-veg, and something like that, like it's gonna like hallucinate. It's gonna give you the wrong path. So you should try to avoid choices as much as possible. Use buttons and capture. That's the best way to go. Then we have condition set component end. End is just like so anything between this, it's gonna run. At the end, I mean, if you say thank you, like we may something like that. Like you just say something to this thing, and it just ends the agent, and the chat ends. That's all. We got that. Now, what I think we should do is let's just say I'll just create a new talk and say hi everyone. Everyone, this is AI agent. Okay. So yeah, this is like a hi message, and then we could add a button, which would be we should always again like listen for other triggers. This could be used, but I personally prefer to turn it off just because if I have had an intent at a trigger, if I had an intent, the like intent, I'd say. So intents are simply that if in the whole scenario, if I said I need food, so this intent is going to trigger because it is trained on the word food. So even if like there were like three options, if I just type out food, it's gonna uh, like run this one, or it's gonna ping this node. This is not something
Based
that
on the keyword, it trigger. Any keyword, it should trigger. So that's what you are telling.
exactly it's an intent. So well, I mean you could say something like that. I'll just show you how this works. I'll
Okay.
just create an intent.
Okay.
Just say it's called food description. So you just give a description of this like this trigger. So whenever someone mentions about food of any type, so yeah, you could do that, and then you could generate a sample attendance. If I said carrot,
Okay.
I'd say rice, I'd say pudding. And then you could just generate, I'd say 10 sample sizes. He's like, oh, whatever. I mean, this thing it knew what we are talking about, and then if we create the intent, and then let's just say we have two options: ask me anything, anything. So it's going to use web and ask me anything from the or ask me about Rapidex. Ask me about Rapidex. Then we just connect this. Just ask me anything to. Wait, just a moment. Then just ask me anything to AI step, which is a response AI. And we could use the AI model here because it's ask me anything. So the prompt would be answer. Oh wait, I think ask me anything. We should capture the response first. So we need to capture the response, which is capture, and then the capture would be equal to capture. Oh, you know what? We just entity user reply. We'll use last utterance because whatever this person writes, and we could use another message here and say ask me anything. Answer from the web. Answer from to answer from not a web, but yeah, answer from AI. And then it's gonna ask something, and then we would just route it to response AI. With the prompt would be answer anything the user asks in 100 words, 100 characters. Because if you just create like if you write something too long, the person gonna be like, you know what, I just don't want to read it. So we have to ensure that as well. And okay, I think this should be the system prompt, and this should be the variable last utterance. This is a variable, and then this is gonna respond us based off that. Now, if everything is working smoothly, you see this response. If I run this, okay, this is not trained. So if you train the agent just because it reduces the hallucinations, it removes hallucinations, and it just makes everything smoother. So you don't have any unexpected errors to run the test. Ask me anything. Okay. Oh, I got the problem. So wait, you said this. What I did wrong is I connected.
It should respond after that.
Yep, actually it should be here because it just directly took it here because again like this is the response. So before we have to ask the question. No, if I run this, I think it should work. Ask me anything. If I say why is sky blue? An internal error occurred. Okay, let me just see. From class occurrence, answer anything based on that. Okay. Lord Haiku produce this preview. Let's see. Last occurrence value. Why is sky blue? Enter. So unable to complete problem, unable to response preview. Uh-huh. This is weird. how it works. Previous one, PP4. Did I like exhaust my AI case like that? Let me just use that AI instead. Let's see how this one works. So AI is forms enter prompt. I'll just copy this one. Also, you know what? Like I'll just try something else. Answer the user question. It is the last options. Now I think it will work by the start with complete wrong and then use. So okay, that's weird. If I just publish, let me just check. I think I exhausted my AI credits. That's the case. So I use this one to test out stuff. Publishing agent content, compiling workflows. Mm, let me just run it now. Let's just see if this works now. Ask me anything. Why? It should technically answer, but I am getting some internal error. I don't know what's causing this. The knowledge base, it's still gonna be the same, I think. Oh, well, anyways, I mean, I'll just see what's causing this internal error, and I'll just show you how intents work. So if there's food here, and you could see there are only three options. If I open like this for the triggers, and then if I were to run this again, like, I'll just like add something here so just we know that this thing got triggered. You could say you are hungry, and then if you run this again, I'd say rice. So it took us to this prompt, like it's an intent. So it took us to this intent. So, and now if I were to disable this, if I were to disable the button, this is what it triggers. If I were to try this again, AI will not understand, or maybe just throw another. If I just type out rice, so I didn't get that. So yeah, I mean it didn't understood, but once you like start,
So for the each block we can create a trigger.
hmm
That's what. In each block we can create a trigger. That's what
yep.
you are.
I mean
So
kind of. Again,
yeah,
you have
how you are creating the trigger? Just right clicking and
so
create
yeah,
a
you
trigger.
just to create a trigger, you just right click here.
Okay.
I'll just go back. You just right click here. It's add
Okay.
trigger, and once you add a trigger, you have to choose a intent, not a event. Event is like it's a more complex version of intent. But if you choose an intent, let's just say this time I make another intent. This intent is
Okay.
vehicle, something like that.
Okay. Anything which is related to that concept, it will be triggered.
Yep. So if anyone said human, so it's most common that once you are using chatbot, you will say what I need a human. So if you type out human, and then the AI chatbot will say I'll redirect you to a human. So that's how that this one works. So this is the most
Okay.
basic part. This is just like triggers and stuff like that. Now I'll see why this AI stuff is not working, but until then I'll show you how carousels work. So let's find the carousel. Yeah, this is the
So you are using the buttons, right? So how you are capturing the info? So here, ask me anything. So from the output of the ask me anything, it's giving to the new block heading.
Mhm.
Why early you are given to the somewhere in that response? You found that it is a error and you moved that ask me anything button to the new block. So how it's happening? So
Oh yeah, for the chat GPT error, I think that I exhausted my AI credits, which is I think is a
okay.
problem because I use this, I use this for all the time pass stuff. I use this for testing. So the
Okay.
so the reason why it's throwing an error, in your case it won't throw an error, but for my case the response AI step, I exhausted the credits for these two. So this won't let me use AI at all. This is a
Okay.
problem. So I'm not getting a response. But at your end, you might get a response. I'll see what's wrong with this, and I'll get back to you. So if I say shop products,
Okay.
that's- so yeah, I mean this. I'll just make a button, or just it's just simply shop. Then what we could do is we could just connect this carousel to this. And then this could be used to make e-com chatbots. Let's just say I go to a website called Gorilla Minds. So this is like a gym supplement website. So what we could do is now wait. Where's the website? So if we were to sell, let's just say if you want to create a website for this particular e-com website, what we could do is if you want to like do make a chatbot for this one, we could like to showcase all these products. We could take just one of these products and say, what, wait, I'll take this product. I'll just copy the image URL. There's a card right here. Use link, because link is like if you're using a CRM, in that case links are easier to retrieve than this than like uploaded images. So what I'll do is copy image URL, copy image link. Yeah, I just paste it here, and test, paste it here. Enter card title, so it could be Gorilla Mode Lightning. And I could just type the price, which is what is the price? It's 64.99. Yeah, it's follow 64 64.99. And then I think it's pre-workout. Pre-workout to boost your strength, something like that. It's, and then we could add a button here. It could be shop, and then shop now. And then we add an action, which could be URL, and the URL could be a link to this product. Just paste it here. Go back, go back, and then it's the shop now. Then we could see more products, and then we could add an action, which is open URL, and then we could see just click on gorillamind.com/product. We could just select this much, because we just want to show them all the different all the available products here. So we just do this, go back, and we got these two buttons. So now if I were to run this again, run test, I'll just see shop. So it
Okay.
gave me this product, and if I click on shop now, I could buy this product.
Okay. So
And if
this
I
chatbot will be integrated to this website, right? That's what you are saying.
Exactly. Now, if we were to build like a huge project, in that case, we would need a CRM of this website, which would host the all the image URLs, which would host all the like cost, the available number of products, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, we could use it that way, uh, which would also store this supplement facts, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, that's like that's how we're gonna do it. So I built
So I asked this here. So we are giving this chatbot to their website. I mean, in the I mean bottom of that you showed in a Rapid website,
Mhm.
right? Same way we are giving this chatbot to the this website. That's what you are telling, right?
Exactly, exactly. Now this company does not have a website, or this does not have a chatbot. Okay, so we could
Okay.
actually send this guys a message, and I will say, you know what, will be the chatbot for you, and they
Okay.
have this help button, but there's no chatbot. So we could use that, and I mean, yeah. So it would appear as a chatbot right here, like at my website, if you could see. So it appears like a small chatbot here. For
Yeah,
them,
yeah. That,
it's going to appear here and in the corner. So this is how we create an ecom chatbot. Now for the ecom chatbot you might need to add more products, you could say. So if you were to create like a elaborate one, I'll just delete this. I'll say message. I'll say what what are you looking for? Then we could add up buttons. You'd say pre-workout, pre-workout. Another one which would say post workout, and maybe sleep. And then that way we could, we could just
Map
route
it.
the pre-workout here. You could add one for the post-workout. You could
Post
add one for
workout
sleep.
is safe. Okay.
Yeah, and this is in the most basic form of the chatbot. Then you could also do personalized recommendation. I think I'll show you that as well. Never mind. Wait. So
Yes, yes. Here we never used any AI, right? Till now we are not using any AI because you are not. I mean, uh, combined any AI because since you have a issue with your LLM, you never connected with AI. But how it's a simple chatbot, right?
here is a simple chatbot. Now, if we were to make this more advanced, what we could do is we could go to inspect. I'll show you how this works. So, we'll go to inspect. We'll go to, there should be a payload. Network, let's see, console elements. Then you have to find. Wait, if I were to click on this, if I had to run this and test, so we could just get the console code. We could get the payload. Once we get the payload, we could. I'll just show you. Once we get the payload, we could use it as a custom action, and in the
Okay.
custom action, we could put this code as a JavaScript. For custom action, I think we need path, common action. No way. We could just use the JavaScript here. We could just post
Okay.
the code here, and then we could use AI to generate code for, like, let's just say, uh, if you were to recommend the person, um, if the person said, I need to boost my workout, something like that. In that case, like, this chatbot would generate a code to show post workout, all the post workouts that's available on the website, and then like the custom code would get embedded here, and then that way we could, like, make this chatbot more dynamic. So it's recommending products instead of, like, showing static products like these are pre-workout or post-workout, these are sleep. You could now recommend the product according to the person's needs. So if the person is having trouble with sleeping, we could do that and stuff like that. But I think that takes
So got it.
24
Yes,
hours.
now it's AI connected or yet to connect. So since it's
I think I'll just change my account. I don't know. I mean, I just log out. Yeah,
no, no, anything fine, Shreyas. But this simple chatbot you are showing in the demo, right? So is that AI connected or not? So
yeah. At the point is not connected. As you could see, token usage. I think if you could see in the corner,
yeah,
it
yeah,
it is
that
exceeded.
is
So
yeah, yeah. But even without that AI, it's showing the recommendation, not a recommendation based on the button. It's going there. So that is possible without AI also in
yeah, it
voice
is.
pro.
Intents, it is intents. So intents are possible without AI because intents are mostly they just identify the word. So if it's food, if it's vehicle, if it's pre-workout, so it's gonna allow to that. But yeah, it's possible without AI. That's not a problem.
Okay, if we are saying in the button, say example as you showed in the Gorilla Mind, the e-commerce site, there is a button called pre-workout, post-workout, and sleep. So we are just redirecting to that URL and we are recommending that product. So in this part we not included any AI. So if we are including AI means it will recommend the product. That's what you are telling, right?
Yeah, for a product recommendation, I mean, that's a complex one, but we have to use API request. Again, I mean, what I'm talking about is like a big project that I made for one of these
Sure.
e-com bots,
Okay.
e-com websites. What I did was I did a few API requests. So I use a few chatbot. I use Airtable. So if I were to search Airtable right now, I think I'll just show you how to integrate Airtable API with this. So you just know how this works. So we could use an API function here. If you were to, like, if I want to put data, if I want to put your data, if I want to put data of a visitor to Airtable, we could do that. So we would need the API key. I think, yeah, it's not a pro. Okay, I think I exhausted this one as well, but I'll just see. Okay, so, and this is what I used for the project. So this is like a Gorilla Mind, as a chatbot. I built this. I don't know if I could find it right now, but I think I have it. If I go back, if I go to home, back to dashboard. E-commerce demo. This one. I don't know which one is it. Workflows. Mhm. Okay. Okay. This one is for the paid one. Yeah. So anyway, so I'll have to show you this one. So this is like the elaborate one that I made. We made for Beardo. You know, Beardo is like HRX. His precaution is doing like he's like a brand ambassador, something like that. So if I were to search Beardo, it's, yeah. So we built a chatbot. Like we just like gave them a demo and said, you know what? I mean, we'll build this for you. So we will build this chatbot. I'll just send this over to you on the on the WhatsApp, and your task for today or tomorrow, whatever time, whenever you have time, is to understand this chatbot and make the same for Gorilla Minds. So
So
that way, even if I'm telling you, you learn by yourself. Because I can tell you
yeah,
everything. I can tell you how to make this, how to do that, how to do this. But in the end, once you find problems, once you say, no, Raj, this is not working, that's when you are gonna learn. I could tell you, because I
yeah,
cannot do what you need to do. You have to do this one. So
sure, sure.
I'll send you this one. Yes, I hope you're hearing this. I'll send you both this, and you have to show me a complete demo. You could just, let me just show you how to share this demo. I went back. There's this option called share prototype. If I click on this, I'll select no persona access took anyways. The persona is not a problem. So I copy the link, and if I just paste it here in the chat, you guys are gonna get this chatbot link, and you could just test it from here. This is how you test chatbots to your client, to your leads. So you could just make the chatbot for them. You could just you could just send them this link. They could test the chatbot completely. And yeah, I mean, if you start a conversation, then shop products, stuff like that, fragrance. No. So yeah, I mean, this is how you share chatbot to your clients or to your leads. This is like the basic protocol. Okay. So yeah, I'll just give you a quick rundown of how I made this one. So there are a few API call blocks. Now API call is something that I need to reach you guys, but it's something I'll show you. So we have headers. I don't think I have. I'll just get a new table then. Mm, you just go to Airtable, just get a new table. Oh shit, wait, I think my work create from scratch. This its name, notes, assignee, status. Status. I think instead of status, what we could do is we could status requirements. See, requirements. So you just save this. You save this. Just delete this field, so it's not required. And we have these three fields as you can see here. Now to do an API request, I think I'll just use the first chatbot that we were building on. So I'll just go back, close this. So being honest, I mean you guys should use VoiceFlow as much as possible because VoiceFlow is like the best platform if you want to build AI agents. I've used all the platforms and I'm just giving you my honest opinion. You should stick to VoiceFlow. If the person asks for Instagram integration, if the person asks for Facebook integration, in that case you could go to ManyChat, but you could use ManyChat via you should use VoiceFlow via the API. So you have the VoiceFlow API key here. I'll just show you. There's this API key. You could just plug this API key into ManyChat whenever you need to access this chatbot, and you could use it that way. So, so I think I'll just add another button here, which is submit lead. Okay, I'll do this. Now I'm not sure if this API step is gonna work because sometimes I mean the API stuff it messes around a lot. If you go here, I say I'll create a new entity, a new variable which is name. I'll select a type which would be again name. I create the entity. I'll ask, okay, what's your name? Oh, wait, okay, I just chose the prompt one, my bad. It's in the message. I'll just delete this, go to up. I'll say what is your name? Question mark. And then I think I could just simply copy this. I could just paste it here 3 times because we have 3 fields in a table, as you could see. We have notes and we have requirements.
Name, notes, record. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just do slight changes here. It's like you have to be fast. You have to be efficient with what you do, because when you have a lot of work, uh, you cannot make every block by hand. So what is your requirement? Question mark.
So you can't get all the details in one shot. You have to go one by one.
It is possible, but then if you want to get it in different fields, if I said what, give me a name, requirements of everything, then it's going to come in only this field, and these fields are going to be empty. But if you're using CRM, you need to have like differentiation. You need to have name, you need to have notes, you need to have requirements. That's different. I could also add like a phone number here, but uh,
Got it.
you could just I could say phone number, and I could just select a
So
field that.
you have to create another button there, and you have
Yep.
to.
So I just create a field, and then I think I might not populate this field, and but yeah, anyway. So what's the requirement? And I'll create a new entity which would be requirement, and it could be key phrase, because it's gonna be a phrase. It's not gonna be like a one-word answer. What's the requirement? So it's gonna be a big chunk of answer. What's your name? Sorry, it's not name. Leave a note. I'd say leave a note. Leave a note. Then I think we need an entity which would be node. These are simply variables. So again, I mean, entities are, you could say, they're simply variables. So we create an entity. We go here. All of this goes back to the this request, the get request. Now there are 3 types of requests. I think 3 to 4. I mean, the important ones are get and post. So post is used to post the data into the CRM. Get is used to retrieve the data from the CRM. And then we also have put, delete, patch. I mean, I never use these 3, being honest, because you don't need that. Being practical. And yeah, we have headers, we have parameters, and we have capture response. So for the capture response, I don't think we need this anyways. But for the parameter key and header. So okay, now we are going to go into documentation of this. So first you go to integrations. I'll just open this up in another tab. Integrations, third party integrations. Okay, it's make.com, but I think I'll go to builders hub. I also need to open the help tab, because help, it has a documentation for the API. So if you are doing any API connection, you have to read the documentations, else you would not know the JSON format and stuff like that. So if I open this API documentation, you open this, and then you also open the builders hub, and then here it's going to be table 1. It's going to be create records, because we have to create the record, right? And then these are these edge columns. They are this is the header. So what we could do is export request. So yeah, it's a post request, right? So we have to ensure that our API request is set to post, which I'll do right now. And then I'll just grab this HTTPS module. I think it's this or this. I mean, I think I'll just get it to 201 table 201, and then I'll just paste it here. So this is a request URL that the AI, the whole API would send the request to post the data. And then we have headers. So for the headers is authorization. So we just copy this authorization, this part. Copy this, paste it here. Then we add bearer slash your API key. So your API key token is, you're gonna need to use your API key. At my end, I'm gonna generate a new one. Create a new token, token name, whatever, test. Add scope. So in the scope, you have to ensure that you just add everything. Because if you leave anything out, then anything out, then that's going to be a problem for the future. Let's get all of this schema access. Okay, so we got a lot of bases here. I think this is the pink one. So yeah, create a token. Now you can only see the token once, API token. So maybe you should just save it, but it's a one-time use here. I'll just copy this. I'll paste it here. Where slash API token. And yeah, it's done. Now I need another header, which would be a content type application JSON. So it's just gonna like uh, the API request knows that it's gonna get content in JSON format. Application JSON. I copy this, paste it here, enter parameter key. Okay, so oh shit, my bad. So now we have to go to the body, and in the body we are going to use raw because like we are just going to copy this part. Then for the fields, I'll just copy this much because we are going to need the fields here. And I think I only need one of these, and I don't know why they gave two. But I think you only need one. Yes. Then so in the fields now we got the variables here. If I go back
Notes,
to the base,
name, account.
mm-hmm. Just open this again. Just close Bedo, I'll just close Puebla Mines, and for to open this untitled base. So we got these the column names, and then we have variables. So on the left side, we'll just put the column name, which would be name first of all. So we have name, then we'll put colon, name, colon, then we'll put the variable name, which is also capital N name. This is case sensitive too, so just ensure that you put the fields correctly. Then we have nodes, so it's going to be nodes. Then we are going to put colon. It's going to be NOD. Great. We put the commas. It's been a while. I done this myself. It's going to be requirements. Wait, I just don't want to miss spelling. I'll just copy this and paste it here. Then as a variable we have req. Okay. Then we'll just remove this extra spacing because then it might cause some issues in the JSON request. So yeah, sounds cool. But if I have to send a request, it gives us a 422, which is insufficient permission to create invalid multiple choice options. Create. Okay, okay, I think we messed up the request part. Okay, well, what did we mess? Oh, okay, amazing. It should be a single line text, or at least a long text, so to make it work. Now, if I were to resend request, let's just see how this reacts. It's 200, okay, which is great. I think we got something here. We got name, not request, because that was a variable. And now, I think, okay. Now, if you were to test this again, you have to run this, run test. Oh, wait. Must fail this, else it might give us random option, random responses. Uh, run test, submit a lead. What's her name? It's yes. What is the name? An internal error occurred. Okay. I think this AI, it's okay. No, we have to stop these two because I realized that if you just keep those on, it's gonna use AI, and we don't want to use AI because we don't have any AI that's left.
Okay.
And we tried again. It's a headache. Like you have to try it from start, and like it's a part of a process. It's still a headache.
Okay. No issues. It's a free version, right?
Wait, it's an internal error occurred. Where are we going wrong? Name missing reprompts. I don't want to reprompt to be honest. Why is asking to reprompt? Enter reprompt one. Please input name. I think Thank you for missing email. Whatever it is. I did put reprompt. Let's see how this works. I mean, this is like they did some updates recently. I think it's causing an issue. So the API request works fine. If I was to submit a lead, it's Raj. Internal error occurred. I think it's using AI. I think it's using AI and reprompts are here. Entities. Uh-huh. Duplicate. I don't know. I actually want any reprompts. I'll just remove this. Right. Okay, I need to put reprompts. That's weird. Okay, well, instead of this, I'll just use this. I'll just do the request here. Never mind. Uh-huh. Okay. I think it's not recognizing these as variables because we are getting. It should ask for a variable which is.
You change the name and everything in this response. Name is Raj and notes is something you give and requirement as
Yeah,
something.
so like it just takes a name, it takes the requirement, it could take the phone number, it could take the anything like that, but it's for demo purpose, so it could take the name, could take the requirement, it could take the note.
Yeah, yeah, that's what. In the post, the you have a header, right? So in
Hmm.
that header, in the JSON key value, the value you give your name and notes something, some other value, check it's updating or not. Yeah, here.
Hmm. Oh, yeah,
Give
I got that.
something.
I got that. I got that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Note.
Something. Yeah.
I need AI chatbot
Yeah.
of my requirement. It's a requirement. So AI ecom and need, yeah, 100% request 200. Technically, I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
got this. But now we have the problem is that it's not
You have
recognized.
exited in a token, so that's the issue you are facing.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. I've exhausted my tokens. No problem. I'll just like create a fresh
Okay.
account. This is
Okay.
it's a pain. So yeah, I mean, anyway, so uh, that's how you should follow to create an API request. At your end, this should work perfectly fine. I apologize for the problems. I mean, I'll just
No,
create
no,
a.
no. That's not a problem, man. I know that you are trying to explain your thing, but
Okay.
it will happen. So it's not an issue.
Mhm.
So we'll try with that example you gave, and I will try with that gorilla
Yeah.
e-commerce, right? And
So
if
I'll just export this right now. I'll just send it over to everyone. I'll just get the .vf file, export as .agent files. All you have to do is you have to import this in your voice flow, and then
okay,
you could just like use it to like just see, understand everything, and you could just replicate it.
okay,
Okay, so I think that's for today. I just want to see your demo as well as Yash if you're there. I want to see your demo as well, and let's just nail it. For today is for that, and then I think I'll take one more day for AI chatbot. We'll just do 2 days for AI voice, and then we'll just do the client acquisition because that's the most important part. We have to get the clients in. That's we know how to build. We just get the clients in, and that's how we make money.
so this chatbot and voice agent, is there any automation in part of this kind
Uh,
of
I was thinking
doing?
of I was thinking
Okay,
of make.com, but
okay,
again, I mean, make.com people, make.com is not something that is in demand. Even I know how to build it, but people don't buy usually. They're like, we'll build it ourselves. I'm like, okay, sure, you go ahead. So they don't usually buy make.com stuff. Instead, they just, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's not good. We could we could sell voice, we could sell chatbots, and in voice, we're gonna use make.com. So we will learn how to use make.com as well. That's not a problem.
okay,
So we
yeah,
have AI inbound. I'll tell you how to guys build AI inbound agents. So whenever you pick up the call, you just call this agent. It will book a appointment. It will check availability. That is this time available, and then respond that way. So I'll give you all the blueprints, and then we'll use AI outbound calling. This is like the best thing because AI outbound calling it's a future. Instead of humans, if AI will call, it's gonna be crazy. So we have
yeah.
that. I've
So one
already.
more doubt, like, do we have, I mean, regional language for our India purpose, like Hindi, Tamil?
we
Is
have
that possible?
Hindi, but for Tamil, unfortunately, even though we have it, it's very bad. The latency is 3 seconds. So imagine saying something and like just waiting for the AI to respond. It won't respond quickly, which is bad. You have to make it
Okay.
conversational.
Okay, got it, got it. So in the chatbot also the same.
Yeah, for chatbot we could do Tamil. We could do Tamil because chatbot is easy. But for the voice, there's accent, the Tamil accent, and I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
bro,
I got it.
it cannot
I
get
agree.
Hindi right. It cannot get like a Hindi accent right. So I'm like Tamil. It's gonna be 2 to 3 years, man.
Maybe that's the issue, but I will try with the chatbot also
Yeah.
because
Okay. Great. So I'll send you
yeah,
over the resources right now after the call, and yeah, great chat.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. Bye, everyone. Good night. Have a fantastic Sunday, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Thanks for
Amazing.
the
हेलो यश भाई हो गया हेलो हेलो कॉल करो